Hello, my name's Wendy Hadlington and I'm an engagement officer for Healthwatch Sunderland, and this is June. June's one of our volunteers. June, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I had several strokes a few years ago, and because of that I lost my job. And I needed something to do to give me back my self-confidence. So I came and I volunteered for Healthwatch.
Great. Now, June, when COVID started about a year ago, you had a shield, is that right?
Yes. I've got a fairly serious chest condition, and that meant I had to isolate totally.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about that first lockdown, June?
I think I blocked most of it out because it was very difficult for us. I was very lonely. I was bored. I was scared. And the biggest thing of all was I craved human contact, to spend time with people, to be able to touch them, to just be with people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what was it like when the Prime Minister announced that lockdown was coming to an end for the first time?
I was over the moon. I thought, I can go out, I can meet people. And then I left the house and a massive panic attack hit us.
Right.
And that was so strange to me because I was so looking forward to it. I knew I wouldn't be able to do all the things I'd done before because I was a lot weaker. I'd spent 12 weeks in the house. Everybody seemed to know what to do and I didn't. It was like stepping out into a world that was the same but alien. It was a world I didn't know.
Okay.
Because everybody else had got used to the restrictions. No, I hadn't.
What did you do to make yourself feel better, June?
The biggest thing was when he said we could have support bubbles. And I formed a support bubble with my daughter. And that brought my family back into my life properly. The first time I got to touch them and hold them, I still remember it like it was yesterday. They all trooped in the front door. It was surreal just to be able to hold them. But as for going out, I just kept making myself go out.
Mm-hmm.
I did my own shopping because I knew that way I would have to go out a couple of times a week. When they eased the lockdown, even more and said you could meet people, I would go to the town to share a coffee with a friend. But as soon as I finished that, I was back home. I've got a face visor, so I wear that when I'm out and I'm walking or anything. And I've got masks, which I put on when I go inside shops. Try and go for short walks in quiet places. And the biggest thing of all was Healthwatch started asking us for help and doing Zoom meetings. And that's been huge because that's made me part of the Healthwatch community again.
Yeah, and I think for us as a team as well, June, we got to a point where, none of us thought this was going to go on for as long as it did. So we had to get back to some kind of normality, and getting our volunteers involved in our work was one of those ways. So June, have you been invited for your COVID vaccine?
Yes, I have. I've had it.
Brilliant. And how did that make you feel?
It's definitely brought me stress levels down.
Brilliant.
And that is huge because that's what I've been fighting since the first lockdown, is the stress levels.
Yeah. And you'll be looking forward to getting your second vaccine as well, June.
Yeah, I've got the date in my diary.
Brilliant. Brilliant. June, thank you so much for sharing your story with us today.